Aging is a universal reality, yet it is one of the most uncomfortable and painful aspects of life. As people grow older, their relationships with others, especially their children, begin to change in ways that can be disheartening, frustrating, and even tragic. Many people, including their family members, start to feel a growing sense of annoyance, resentment, or even outright dislike toward the elderly. This shift is not necessarily rooted in cruelty or lack of love, but rather in practical, real-life difficulties that arise when someone ages. At its core, this is not just a question of emotions. It is a complex, deeply human experience that involves physical, emotional, and financial burdens that many are simply not prepared to face. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Increased dependence and burden of care. As individuals age, they often experience a decline in physical and cognitive abilities, leading to an increased need for assistance with everyday tasks. Simple activities such as walking, dressing, cooking, and managing medications may become challenging, requiring support from family members or professional caregivers. In some cases, seniors may also develop chronic illnesses, mobility issues, or cognitive impairments such as dementia, further intensifying their dependence on others. This growing reliance on caregivers, often their adult children, can place a significant emotional, physical, and financial strain on those responsible for their well-being. Many caregivers find themselves struggling to balance their professional obligations, personal relationships, and the demands of raising their children while also attending to the complex needs of an aging parent. The responsibilities can include managing medical appointments, handling legal and financial affairs, providing emotional support, and ensuring their loved ones' overall well-being. The stress of prolonged caregiving can lead to feelings of frustration, exhaustion, and even resentment. Caregivers may experience burnout, suffer from mental health issues such as anxiety and depression, or feel isolated as they devote more time to their loved one's care while sacrificing their own needs. In cases where the elderly individual requires round-the-clock supervision or specialized medical attention, the financial burden can also become overwhelming, adding another layer of stress to the situation. Without adequate support systems, resources, or respite care, the challenges of caregiving can become overwhelming, impacting not only the caregiver's health but also the quality of care provided to the elderly individual. Finding a balance through shared responsibilities, professional caregiving services, and community support can help mitigate the strain, ensuring both the caregiver and the aging individual maintain a better quality of life. 2. Health issues and behavioral changes. Aging is often accompanied by a variety of chronic illnesses, cognitive decline, and physical limitations that can significantly impact an individual's quality of life. Conditions such as heart disease, arthritis, osteoporosis, and diabetes are common among the elderly and can lead to pain, discomfort, and a reduced ability to perform daily tasks independently. Additionally, neurological disorders like dementia and Alzheimer's disease can gradually erode memory, critical thinking skills, and the ability to recognize loved ones, leading to distressing situations for both the elderly and their caregivers. Beyond the physical and cognitive aspects, aging can also bring about noticeable behavioral and personality changes. Memory loss, confusion, and difficulty communicating can result in frustration, which may manifest as mood swings, irritability, paranoia, or even aggression. Previously mild-mannered individuals may become short-tempered or suspicious of those around them. Others may withdraw from social interactions, experiencing feelings of sadness, loneliness, or even depression. In some cases, irrational fears, hallucinations, or delusions may develop, creating further challenges for family members and caregivers who struggle to understand and manage these changes. These transformations can be emotionally draining for loved ones, who may feel helpless or even frightened as they witness someone they once knew so well becoming unrecognizable in terms of behavior and cognition. The burden of caregiving, combined with the stress of seeing a once independent parent or partner grow increasingly dependent, can lead to exhaustion, frustration, and, in some cases, emotional distancing. Caregivers often experience guilt, sadness, and even resentment, which can complicate their ability to provide the patience and support their elderly loved ones require. Ultimately, navigating the health issues and behavioral changes associated with aging requires compassion, adaptability, and external support. Seeking medical guidance, joining caregiver support groups, and utilizing professional assistance when needed can help families manage these challenges while ensuring that elderly individuals receive the care and dignity they deserve. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Generational conflicts and stubbornness. Generational conflicts often arise due to the differing values, beliefs, and ways of life between older and younger individuals. Many elderly people have deeply ingrained traditions and worldviews shaped by their upbringing, past experiences, and the societal norms of their youth. These perspectives may clash with the rapidly evolving values and lifestyle choices of modern society, leading to misunderstandings and disagreements with younger generations. One significant area of conflict is technology. Older individuals often struggle to adapt to new advancements, whether it be smartphones, online banking, social media, or digital communication. While younger generations embrace these tools as essential aspects of daily life, older individuals may view them as unnecessary or overly complicated. This technological gap can lead to frustration, particularly when elderly individuals resist learning new methods that could improve their quality of life, such as using telemedicine for healthcare, smart home devices for convenience, or even digital platforms to stay connected with family. Medical advice is another contentious issue. Many elderly individuals prefer to stick to traditional remedies, long-held beliefs about health, or outdated medical practices rather than follow modern medical recommendations. They may be skeptical of new treatments, dietary changes, or medications, believing that their long-standing habits have served them well. This resistance can be especially challenging for their children, who may feel a sense of responsibility for their parents' well-being but struggle to convince them to adopt healthier choices. In daily life, stubbornness can manifest in routine decision-making, such as refusing to adjust to new financial strategies, insisting on outdated household management practices, or rejecting contemporary social norms. This rigidity can make it difficult for families to introduce change, even when it is beneficial. The frustration can be mutual. Older individuals may feel that younger people are dismissive of their wisdom and life experience, while younger generations may perceive their elders as being unnecessarily difficult and unwilling to compromise. Ultimately, these generational conflicts can create emotional distance, making interactions stressful or unpleasant. However, understanding, patience, and open communication can help bridge the gap between generations, allowing for a more harmonious relationship despite differing perspectives. 4. Lack of gratitude or acknowledgement. Caring for an aging parent is often a demanding and emotionally draining responsibility, requiring a significant amount of time, patience, and sacrifice. When children step into the role of caregivers, they may expect at least some recognition or appreciation for their efforts. However, in many cases, elderly parents may not openly express gratitude, either due to generational or cultural differences, personal pride, or even cognitive decline. Some older individuals were raised in environments where emotional expressions were not common, making them less likely to verbalize appreciation, even when they do feel it. Additionally, some parents may feel entitled to their children's care, believing that it is simply their duty rather than an act of generosity. This can be particularly frustrating for caregivers who juggle multiple responsibilities, such as work, family obligations, and personal well-being, only to feel that their sacrifices are being taken for granted. Over time, this absence of acknowledgement can lead to feelings of resentment, emotional exhaustion, and even a growing sense of detachment from the parent they are caring for. In some situations, elderly parents may even be critical or demanding rather than appreciative, further exacerbating the caregiver's frustration. They might compare their children's care to that of others, make unreasonable demands, or express dissatisfaction with how things are being handled. This constant negativity, coupled with a lack of positive reinforcement, can erode the caregiver's sense of fulfillment and deepen emotional strain. Ultimately, when caregivers feel unappreciated or unrecognized for their hard work and sacrifices, it can negatively impact their emotional connection with their parents. Over time, what begins as a sense of duty may shift into feelings of obligation, resentment, or even indifference, making the caregiving experience emotionally taxing for both parties. Addressing this issue often requires open communication, external support, and sometimes professional intervention to ensure both the caregiver and the elderly parent feel heard and valued. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 5. Reversal of roles and loss of respect. As children grow up, they typically view their parents as figures of authority, wisdom, and strength. Parents provide guidance, enforce rules, and serve as a source of protection and stability. However, as time passes and parents age, a reversal of roles often takes place. The once strong and independent figures may begin to struggle with physical limitations, cognitive decline, or emotional vulnerability. Tasks they once performed effortlessly, such as managing finances, maintaining the household, or making important decisions, may now require assistance. This transition can be challenging for both generations. Children who have spent their lives looking up to their parents may feel discomfort or even resentment as they take on the role of caregivers. Seeing a parent become frail, forgetful, or dependent can be emotionally distressing, leading to feelings of sadness, frustration, or helplessness. On the other hand, aging parents may struggle with losing their independence and dignity, sometimes reacting with denial, stubbornness, or even anger. In some cases, the reversal of roles may also lead to a shift in the dynamics of respect. When parents begin to display childlike behaviors, such as forgetfulness, irrational stubbornness, or difficulty managing emotions, adult children may unconsciously start to lose some of the deep-seated respect they once had. They may find it difficult to admire or look up to someone who now relies on them for basic needs. Additionally, if the elderly parent resists help or becomes demanding, it can strain the relationship further, leading to tension, impatience, or even resentment. Navigating this shift requires patience, empathy, and open communication. Adult children need to acknowledge their own emotions while also striving to preserve their parents' dignity and self-worth. By fostering understanding and adapting to new dynamics with compassion, families can maintain strong, loving relationships despite the inevitable changes brought on by aging. 6. Financial and logistical strain. Caring for an elderly parent is not just emotionally demanding but also financially and logistically challenging. The costs associated with aging, such as medical expenses, medications, specialized treatments, home modifications for accessibility, and hiring professional caregivers, can quickly accumulate, placing a heavy financial burden on families. In some cases, adult children may need to cut back on work hours or even leave their jobs to provide care, further straining household income. Beyond direct financial costs, logistical challenges arise as well. Coordinating doctor's appointments, managing medications, arranging transportation, and ensuring that the parent receives proper care requires significant time and effort. Families may also struggle to navigate complex healthcare systems, insurance policies, and government assistance programs, adding further stress. For those with siblings, financial responsibilities may not always be shared equally, leading to tensions and potential conflicts. Some children may feel they are shouldering an unfair portion of the burden, while others may be unable or unwilling to contribute, either financially or through hands-on care. This can create feelings of resentment and strain relationships within the family. Additionally, the uncertainty of long-term care needs can cause anxiety. Many families worry about how long they will be able to sustain caregiving responsibilities before requiring institutional care, which comes with even greater financial costs. Without proper financial planning, the strain of caregiving can jeopardize not only the parent's well-being but also the financial future of the caregiver. 7. Negative attitudes and emotional drain. As people age, they often face a variety of physical, emotional, and psychological challenges that can significantly impact their mood and behavior. Chronic pain, declining health, loss of independence, loneliness, and frustration can contribute to a negative outlook on life. Some elderly individuals may become overly critical, frequently complain, or develop a pessimistic attitude. They might express dissatisfaction with their living conditions, medical treatments, family relationships, or even minor daily inconveniences. This negativity can be emotionally draining for their children and caregivers, who may feel unappreciated or overwhelmed by constant criticism and complaints. While some aging parents may not intend to be difficult, their persistent negativity can create a tense and stressful environment. Over time, this can push their children away, making them less inclined to spend time with them or engage in meaningful conversations. Additionally, negativity can sometimes stem from deeper issues such as depression, anxiety, or cognitive decline. If left unaddressed, these emotions can create a cycle of frustration and resentment between elderly parents and their adult children. Family members need to approach such situations with empathy and patience while also setting boundaries to protect their emotional well-being. Encouraging open communication, seeking professional help when necessary, and finding ways to improve their quality of life can help mitigate the emotional strain and foster healthier relationships. 8. Fear of facing one's mortality. Watching one's parents age, grow frail, and face health challenges serves as a stark reminder of the passage of time and one's inevitable aging. This can stir deep-seated fears about mortality, physical decline, and the loss of independence. Seeing a parent struggle with mobility issues, memory loss, or chronic illness can be unsettling, forcing adult children to confront uncomfortable thoughts about their future. For some, this fear operates on a subconscious level, manifesting as avoidance or emotional detachment. They may find it painful to witness the transformation of once strong, capable parents into vulnerable individuals who require care and assistance. Rather than confronting these emotions head-on, they may create distance, physically or emotionally, as a defense mechanism. By limiting their interactions, they temporarily shield themselves from the discomfort of facing their mortality. In addition, societal attitudes toward aging often reinforce these fears. In cultures that glorify youth and productivity, growing old is sometimes seen as a decline rather than a natural stage of life. This can make it even harder for individuals to engage with the reality of aging, leading them to withdraw from situations that highlight this inevitability. Understanding this dynamic is important, as recognizing the fear of aging and mortality can help individuals process these emotions more healthily. Rather than avoiding aging parents, they can choose to approach the situation with empathy, seeing it as an opportunity to strengthen relationships, create meaningful memories, and prepare emotionally for the future. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 9. Past resentments and unresolved conflicts. As parents age, past wounds and unresolved conflicts can resurface, creating emotional barriers between adult children and their elderly parents. These conflicts may stem from childhood experiences, patterns of neglect, emotional or physical abuse, favoritism among siblings, or strained relationships due to differing values and life choices. If a child grows up feeling unheard, unloved, or criticized, these lingering emotions can make caregiving or maintaining a close relationship particularly challenging. Unresolved childhood trauma can play a significant role in how adult children perceive and interact with their aging parents. For example, a parent who was emotionally distant or overly critical may now require care and attention, leading the adult child to struggle with feelings of resentment, obligation, or guilt. Similarly, if a parent has a history of controlling or dismissive behavior, their increased dependence may bring back old power struggles, causing friction and emotional distress. In some cases, siblings may also play a role in rekindling past tensions. If one sibling was favored over another, or if past conflicts between siblings were never fully addressed, caregiving responsibilities may exacerbate these underlying issues. This can lead to feelings of resentment, competition, or even avoidance when it comes to managing a parent's needs. Without open communication and emotional healing, these past conflicts can make it difficult to develop a healthy and supportive relationship in later years. Therapy, mediation, or simply acknowledging and validating past hurts can be helpful steps toward reconciliation. However, for some, maintaining emotional distance may be the healthiest choice, even if it comes with feelings of guilt or societal pressure to forgive and forget. Recognizing these challenges and setting healthy boundaries can help adult children navigate their relationships with aging parents in a way that prioritizes both emotional well-being and necessary caregiving responsibilities. 10. Social isolation and the changing role of family. Modern society has undergone significant shifts in family dynamics, particularly in how different generations interact and support one another. In the past, multi-generational living arrangements were common, with elderly family members residing in the same household as their children and grandchildren. This setup not only ensured that older adults received care and companionship, but also reinforced strong family bonds and a sense of shared responsibility. However, in contemporary society, various economic, social, and cultural factors have contributed to a decline in multi-generational living. Many younger generations now prioritize independence, career growth, and mobility, often moving to urban areas or different regions in pursuit of job opportunities. As a result, elderly family members are more likely to live alone or relocate to assisted living facilities and nursing homes. While these arrangements provide necessary medical and social support, they can also create emotional and physical distance between aging parents and their children. This shift has led to reduced daily interaction among family members, weakening emotional ties and contributing to feelings of isolation and detachment among older adults. The absence of frequent, meaningful conversations and shared activities can make elderly individuals feel disconnected, undervalued, and even abandoned. Additionally, cultural norms regarding filial responsibility have evolved, with younger generations sometimes feeling less obligated to provide direct care for aging parents, relying instead on professional caregivers. Technology has attempted to bridge the gap by enabling virtual communication, yet it cannot fully replace the warmth and reassurance of in-person interactions. For many elderly individuals, the lack of physical presence from loved ones exacerbates loneliness and can have negative effects on mental and emotional well-being. Studies have shown that social isolation in older adults is linked to an increased risk of depression, cognitive decline, and even physical health problems such as heart disease. Addressing this issue requires a shift in societal attitudes toward aging and family support. Encouraging intergenerational connections, fostering community engagement, and promoting flexible living arrangements, such as co-housing or nearby residences, can help mitigate the effects of social isolation. Additionally, policies that support family caregiving, such as paid leave for those taking care of elderly relatives, can help families maintain closer relationships despite modern challenges. While independent living has its advantages, ensuring that elderly individuals remain socially engaged and emotionally connected with their families is essential for their overall well-being. A balanced approach that combines autonomy with strong familial ties can help prevent the negative consequences of isolation and preserve the vital role of family in later life. So, what have you learned from this video? Understanding the challenges of caring for aging parents is the first step toward building a healthier, more compassionate relationship with them. Now, we want to hear from you. Comment below and share one key takeaway from this video that you plan to apply in your own life. Your insights might just help someone else going through the same struggles. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.